Hey guys, I am going to jump on here real quick and I'm going to give you a little walkthrough of my new book. I'm super excited about it. It's called Your Complete Workbook for Homeschooling High School, and it looks like this. Okay, it's an 8.5 by 11 book, so that there is plenty of room for you to do your writing in it. This is a workbook that's about 70 pages long. Yep, 70 pages long. It is not a reader. This is a workbook. It does have tons of info and how-tos in it, but it is also a workbook. Okay, this is to guide you step by step through the high school process. It's not the why we homeschool. It's not homeschool methods. This is literally just how to set up your high schooler and how to break it down into little steps. Okay, so I'm going to move to a screen share so you don't have to stare at my glaring glasses, and show you some of the inside of the book. Okay, give me just a second. There you go. Let's go back to the contents. I'm going to cover the table of contents first because Amazon has the wrong table of contents on the website. I'm not sure why. I've tried to fix it. I've contacted them. I'm not getting any help. So the table of contents on Amazon says there are 7 chapters, I believe, but there are actually 9. I'm not going to show you everything in the book, obviously, but I do want to hit on some high points. So chapter 1 is going to talk about getting ready for high school and preparing your student for high school. Chapter 2 is talking about how your child is different and unique and has something to offer and how to hone in on those giftings. Chapter 3 is requirements for graduation. What does the state require? What does the university, trade school, or workforce require? What do you as parents require of your child? Chapter 4, I'm going to cover lots of different subject options. It is not a curriculum guide, but I do have lots of curriculum suggestions in there. I also have articles that cover certain curriculums that we have used as a family and found success with them. It just kind of walks you through ideas. It also has lists of ideas of subjects to kind of hone into your child's interests. Chapter 5, 1 year at a time. I'm going to show you that in a minute because that's our really a lot of our planning sheets and how we're going to plan each year. Chapter 6 is testing and measuring. This is your SAT, ACTs. How are you grading? How are you making sure that your child is completing each subject? Chapter 7 is preparing the transcript. This is the paper that proves to universities that your child has completed high school. Okay, and I'm going to walk you through how to do that as well. Chapter 8, what happens after high school? What are your choices? Where can your student go? And do they have to go? Chapter 9, scholarships, grants, and money. Yes, it takes money to do all these things. And where are we going to find it? Okay, so these are the subjects. Let's jump. I'm going to show you. This is a workbook. So there is lots of space for writing things in our book. There's different ways to record them depending on what fits your style. There's little like this, you know, there's going to be little notes so you can take notes. Here's for finding your requirements. Our subject options section. These are the subjects I'm going to cover. Each little section has lists, like I can show you in English. Here's topics to include as part of your language arts curriculum, things like that. And I do that for each subject. Okay, then we have the 1 year at a time. This is where we're really going to get into our planning. So first, I have a sheet for doing a 4 or 5 year plan. Some of our special needs kids need a little bit longer. How many credits you need for graduation. I will preface this. The recommended credits here are for a college-bound student. If your student is not college bound, you can adjust these, okay? If your student is going for Ivy League schools, you might want to add more to these credit requirements. Following that though, I have different, I think I have 5 of them in there, 1 year planning sheets, so that each year you can break down and plan out what curriculum you're using, how many credits they're getting, and what subjects you're going to cover that year, okay? Lots of room to write in. I also cover here, how do you determine a credit? How do you determine how much they get? Okay, I show you a sample credit or transcript so you know what that looks like, and I give you a blank transcript to fill out. And I also give you lots of tips on finding apps that will do it for you. Apps are great because they will also help you calculate a GPA. Okay. The very back, I have resources. Okay. So I do have a lot of links in here and things for you to find more information. So that was a really quick synopsis of my new book, but I'm super excited about it. And I really hope that it will bless you and help you successfully homeschool your child through high school.